Hello everyone. So today's dictation is going to be of 80 words per minute, consisting of 850 words. Dictation is going to start in 10 seconds. Mr. Vice Chairman, sir, for almost a little over 2 hours, we had the privilege of very valuable suggestions and views on this bill. I am extremely grateful to the members who have given very useful suggestions. Most of them have supported the various provisions attempted to have been brought about by this amendment. There have been, however, issues and questions which have been raised, and I think it is important that those queries or words of caution are also dealt with. Let me, in the first instance, say that as far as television industry in India is concerned, it does not provide for any form of pre-censorship. What is shown on television is subject to a code which the law has regulated. If any broadcaster violates that code, it is only at that stage that the law steps in to prohibit somebody or take action against somebody who is violating that code. Therefore, this is not really a censorship law. We are laying down the norm on the basis of which this cable industry and channel industry is to be operated. There are several provisions which have been made in this bill, and as far as the first and most important provision is concerned, we have deleted the proviso to section 5 and section 6. I am grateful that no member has said that there seems to be some kind of discrimination. There has been a virtual unanimity in the House. One question has been raised with regard to authorized officers. Earlier, in some provision of the Act, it was said that the central government or the state government could really take action. So, the question is, are we really eliminating the powers of the state government by nominating the authorized officers in the act itself? No, we are not doing that. The difficulty was that the operation of this act had to be done at the level of each district and subdivision. But what was effectively happening was that the officers there were really officers of the state governments who had to enforce the act, but they had to be notified either by the central government or by the state government. this was not being done. So we have brought in a generic clause where we have said that a district magistrate or a subdivisional magistrate or a commissioner of police will be the authorized officer. Therefore, sir, all officers that we have named and nominated as authorized officers under this act are really officers who are working with the state governments under the jurisdiction of the state governments. We have not taken away any powers of the state governments. You also mentioned, and very rightly so, that in some states there is no commissioner of police. You may have to nominate a superintendent of police or a director general of police. The amendment to the act further says that we are entitled to notify in the official gazette such other names or designations of officers who will further be entitled to really put this act into operation. So that provision has also been kept as far as this act is concerned. So far as section 5 is concerned with regard to the must carry clause, I must say, sir, that there is a history behind these must carry clauses. These must carry clauses are really there in a large number of jurisdictions in India and outside. Even in the original section 8, there was a must carry clause that two channels of Doordarshan must be carried. The rationale behind this must carry clause is that there are some channels which function in public interest. For instance, the object of Doordarshan is that it is to be a public service broadcaster. Then these are programs which the cable operators must really mandatorily show. In the last year or so, Doordarshan has succeeded in launching a number of satellite channels in regional languages. So, we have stated that two or three of these cable channels must necessarily be shown on the prime band. There are countries where there are children's channels, health channels, education channels. Now, a question was raised by several members. What about an educational channel? On the 26th of January this year, the Ministry of Human Resource Development and the Prasar Bharati started a program on educational standards. We have some UGC courses on the national channel. It is a channel which is exclusively an educational channel. It is India's first educational channel. This educational channel has very good quality programs that are produced by the Indira Gandhi National Open University. But Unfortunately, most of the cable operators are not carrying it. Therefore, with regard to the educational channel, I think it would be better if it can be made mandatory, because there is a section of the population which needs this, and we must encourage these channels. For instance, in the United States, the children's channel is a mandatory channel. Each cable operator has to carry it because it caters to a segment of the audience which must receive the kind of program that it is entitled to. सो डिक्टेशन इसी के साथ ख़त्म होती है. इस डिक्टेशन में फ्लक्चुएशंस दी गई हैं सो दैट जैसे एसएससी एग्ज़ाम कंडक्ट कराता है तो उसका एक फील है. स्टिल आपको कोई भी क्वेरी है रिगार्डिंग द एग्जामिनेशन, यू कैन फील फ्री टू आस्क इन द कमेंट सेक्शन. अगर वीडियो पसंद आई हो तो लाइक करना. थैंक यू वेरी मच.